There it is. When life gives you lemons, take the seeds and plant them and grow yourself a lemon tree. This is my lemon tree. I kind of keep it as a reminder that sometimes maybe you could take those lemons and sell them later in life and make a bunch of money, right? Because money comes in awful handy down here on earth. No, but in all seriousness, if you're going through a tough time, I can relate to what you're going through. Remember one of the times in my life when I was at one of my lowest, because I've had several times like that. I was living in this tiny little trailer and there was no plumbing in the trailer. And I was a ranch hand on a ranch taking care of 18 horses and goats and ducks and a flock of chickens and all this livestock, right? And the work was back-breaking work, and I just remember like all I had in that little trailer was like a bed and a bench and a little sink, and there was no plumbing, so I couldn't use the bathroom or anything like that. And I had a fridge, and in the fridge at the time all I had was like Apocalypse beer and a barbecue sauce. That's all I had in there. And I remember just being so broke, and like I could barely afford my rent, and I couldn't save any money, and I was hardly making anything at all at the time. But I just remember how helpless and desperate I felt in that situation. But at that point in my life, like I was willing to do anything to get out of doing graveyard, because graveyard was just killing me. So I was gonna do whatever it took. And I remember thinking, of how desperate that was, and realizing that unless I changed my mindset, that I was never going to get out of that trap of that helpless situation. And so I kind of made a conscious effort at that point in my life to try to find something I could be grateful for, even in the worst situation. And it was one step away from homelessness, so it's really hard to find anything to be positive about. I was just totally miserable. And I remember deciding, okay, so I'm gonna be grateful every day that I woke up and I was alive. And secondly, I had to get up in the middle of the night to go use the restroom, so I'd have to get out of my trailer in the cold, it'd be freezing outside, and walk across the ranch to this outhouse. It's just a big hole in the ground where everyone, did their business, and it stank like high hell. And I just remember thinking, as I walk across the yard, looking up at the night sky and realizing how beautiful the stars were. You could see the Milky Way and everything, because it wasn't around city lights or anything, so there's no light pollution out in the country. And I remember thinking, I guess I can be grateful for this amazing night sky that no one usually gets to appreciate because everyone's asleep or in the city. But it really took that moment in my life to kind of grab myself by the collar and pull myself out of it. It was really tough. It took a lot of work to get myself, and start to rebuild everything in my life. But I've been on rock bottom a few times like that, and really know the pain of being in a desperate situation. But yeah, so if you're going through something out there, I just want you to know, I know what it feels like. And just above those dark clouds, remember that sun is shining. And sometimes it rains the hardest right before the sun will come out and shine for you. So don't give up, keep your chin up. I know it's hard, but you can do it. I'm cheering for you. I'm wishing you peace and happiness. I got much love for you, and I just want to say thanks for watching, and I'll be rooting for you. Peace.